My name is Stephen Nyamongo, and I'm here as a person living with disability. And it's such an opportunity to share again about our uniqueness and the goodness, the things that we have faced and how they have molded us into becoming individuals who integrate into society to be helpful to society and to ourselves. For instance, there's so many challenges that people with disabilities face. One of the issues that I could address majorly could be one with social anxiety, where someone lives with the fear of being mingled with a larger group of people, or maybe being in a setting where there are people who they are not aware or familiar with. For instance, we can just say when someone has that fear, when you come to understand that you have fear in yourself and how you can integrate it to your better or to your advantage, you'll understand that by being able to see people differently, not being able to trust them instantly, with time you'll be able to be more focused, or you'll be able to get into society much better since you have learned these people, you have understood them to some point, and you have given them that chance to learn. Since you understand that you have that fear, yet you should be integrated into society as other members. For persons living with disability, it's a natural occurrence, or I'd rather put it, it's not a matter of choice, and people became disabled, and it is a natural way of ensuring that people are diverse. We are that natural sector where we represent the diversity of human beings, and naturally that is also encouraged through nature. All plants are not the same, and so we look at life from a different perspective, in a way that if we were all put in the same direction, we could reason very differently from other people for the way we do things, the way we understand things, and the way we respond to things or stimuli in the society or in the environment. And that's the best thing about being unique, since if we all were the same, that difference, explaining how a different human being could look like, could be such a mystery. But here we stand as people living with disability. We uniquely stand to represent that sector or that factor of people who are different from others. As people with disabilities, we live with challenges. We have a very different perspective of how we see things and how other people see the same things that could affect us in a particular manner, affect us very uniquely, in a way that if it was moving from one point to another, if it was someone who was crawling, it could take them a much better or part of his time. But if it was someone who's just normal, it would just be walking from one point to another. So how we deal with life, how we see things from the perspective that we stand, if we can't do things as better as the other people do it, we stand as a chance to be discriminated to some point. And that is not a bad thing if we understood who we are, where we stand at. For instance, if someone living with disability is not able to work as normally as others, discrimination may happen, but after you have understood yourself, you stand as a person with disability, you stand to show your uniqueness, you stand to show your abilities. It is such an honor when someone with disability, someone who is compromised in a way, someone who can't do their things normally as everyone does, it's such a good opportunity to stand, to show other people what we can do. And that's expressing the perspective from which we stand to be much better understood to the society, so that we can be able to be useful and very meaningful members in such a society. To the society, as people living with disability, we want to show our gratitude. We want to thank you so much for the things that you've done for us. We cannot easily say thank you enough for living in a society where people give you that chance to express yourself. People are willing to allow you whatever compromise you have, to give you that chance to show yourself and the potential underlaid within the disability. Members of society have really worked. Members in institutions, members of government, and each and every person in a society has worked as much as they can to be able to integrate other people who are living with disability. That's why we stand today to thank you so much for the support you provide for each and every person you meet, each and every person who is compromised, each and every person living with disability. Every hand you have held out to help such a person. Every word, every voice you've raised. It is such a great honor to say thank you and to appreciate you wherever you are. And it has been the best thing. There are people who have committed themselves to helping with people living with disability, and that makes that big difference of making sure that people who are living with disability are also recognized, are also given equal opportunity, and that's the best part of life.